Mr. Beat just got exposed. Not for Mr. Beating his Mr. Meat, but for something way worse instead. This random cop from Timu just exposed Mr. Beast once more, but this time not for hosting illegal lotteries that specifically target children, not for promoting gambling to kids, and not for making kids obese, for his terrible chocolate bars that Mr. Beast promotes as healthy, even though the secret ingredients inside those chocolate bars are diabetes and Chris Tyson's secret white sauce. But DarthFader's newest video on Mr. Beast focuses instead on the main reason as to why Mr. Beast used to be beloved and respected by everyone. According to DarthFader, Mr. Beast's entire personality of being that genuine person who donates to charity, who helps the poor, is fake. In fact, Mr. Beat My Meat is the complete opposite of what he pretends to be on YouTube. Let's talk about the first crazy allegation against Mr. Beast. DarthFader interviewed a former employee of Mr. Beast who helped Mr. Beast write, script, and fake videos. In fact, he was actually instructed to be one of the actors of one of Mr. Beast's many fake videos.
I worked on while I was there. This is the extent of the fakeness that I was involved to. This is admitting to my complicity. I was a writer there, and we were working on a video, crushing my friend's car with a rock or meteor or something. It was a rock or a meteor in the title of it, I can't remember, but he wanted to do a prank where, unbeknownst to the person, he takes a rock, crushes their car, and they're supposed to think a rock came out of space.
We're gonna take a meteor and we're gonna put it on Weddle's car. We're gonna take another meteor and put it on Marcus's car. Both of them have no idea that we're doing this. Weddle and Marcus are probably shocked. They had no idea.
And so that was the one and only time I had to, huh? My car? What? I text my mom, I go, Mom, I'm about to call you about the meteor thing. You have no idea? Be surprised. And then I hit send, and then they go, call your mom now. And I call my mom and I tell her, and oh, she should have got the Oscar. My car has been destroyed.
Wait, what?
A meteor hit it.
Jacob, I'm on vacation. Do you understand?
This might be a small detail, but remember that Mr. Beast has said on record over and over again that he takes pride and brags about how none of his videos are fake nor scripted.
Also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know, because what we do is not scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
So the fact that we have an actual former employee who was in many of Mr. Beast's past videos admitting that Mr. Beast's videos tend to be scripted proves once again that Mr. Beast has a habit of capping, bro. The actual details that he provides, the traumatic events that he recalls, are what I'm interested in. And what comes next is more evidence that Mr. Beast is allegedly a sociopath. You might remember this specific video from Mr. Beast. This video consisted of Mr. Beast finding random contestants, well, random. For all we know, they could be actors, following a script. And in that challenge, the contestants were meant to stay in a specific room for as long as possible. But this video, believe it or not, is a second reiteration of a failed first attempt. A failed video that went so bad that it never released to the public. And you've guessed it, this former employee was the contestant of the first video.
People don't know that was the second attempt. The first attempt was on me. And it didn't go well. It got to a point where, like, they weren't turning the lights off. You know, I asked them, I said, can we, like, have, like, nighttime hours? You know? And they said no, because it would fuck up the time-lapse shots. The time-lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping? The lights are on me all the time. I wasn't sleeping. I could not sleep. And I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there. I had good people looking out for me. I had a lot of good people looking out for me saying, this, we gotta stop. So I just wanted to turn the lights off. And I'm vocalizing to people, I wish the lights would turn off. And I go up to my friend, my good friend. And I go, they're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists. Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing. So, you know,
this Mr. Beast challenge video that this former employee was told to be part of was so cooked that the conditions that the former employee had to go through actually break some of the Geneva Convention laws. I'm basically saying that his living conditions during the challenge were even worse than a prisoner from Guantanamo gang. I can't help but get flashbacks from the Beast Games allegations. Remember Beast Games? A game show with so many alleged serious incidents that the game show literally looks like Squid Game in real life. But hearing this testimony from this former employee, the fact that he was pretty much forbidden from sleeping, or how he was treated like an animal who had to do the challenges for Mr. Beat, even after going days without sleeping.
I don't know what time it is. I don't know, it's like 2 or 3 or whatever. He's like, why is he sleeping? I don't know, because I can't sleep. And he comes in, he wakes me up. And he goes, ask me why I have 2 briefcases. And I'm like, why do you have 2 briefcases? And he goes, oh, because this one's for today, you know, and this one's for the challenge. And I go, what's the challenge today? He goes, you're gonna run a marathon. You're gonna do the 22.6K, whatever it is. And you're gonna do it on that treadmill over there. I asked him, how long do I have? He goes, until I get back. And I'm running until 3 a.m. Alright, I got off the treadmill. Oh, the blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk.
You know it's bad when a MrBeast challenge video becomes a PTSD nightmare for the contestant.
He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans? You know how hard it was to do a take of that? Then pretend to make it genuine?
Bruh, I think we can all agree that when we listen to this, from the way he's describing MrBeast, it really feels like Meat Canyon's evil MrBeast animation is Jimmy's true personality.
Here, take the picture for the thumbnail.
Please don't give me any more. Please
Did you get it?
I don't want this.
I don't know. It looks kind of weird, man. I don't know.
Hey, it's fine. We'll just upscale it with AI or something. We'll be fine. Let's go.
The video that the former employee was told to record for MrBeast was such a disaster that the former employee actually wishes that the MrBeast challenge he was told to participate in was faked.
You know, so I'm in this situation where my mental health is not good. My physical health is getting worse, but we're filming. It was too real. If they're faking videos, why couldn't we fake this one?
This guy was 1000% turtle churred, and I feel bad for him. This guy has cried 5 or 6 times during this interview. How messed up are MrBeast challenge videos? Damn! Average MrBeast challenge video contestant. I mean, bro, with this guy's allegations and the Beast Games allegations, that meme might actually be true. Now you might be asking yourself, why didn't he just leave? Well, here's the thing. He tried to.
Did you try to say no? Like, did you have a choice, or?
Based on the Rubik's Cube thing and based on all the other stuff, like there was so much pressure to just do it, just do the thing, you know? And if I refuse, it's just, oh, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, so much money up in flames because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing.
Imagine being forcefully sleep deprived for several days and then guilt tripped when you try to leave. This guilt tripping reminds me of the manipulation technique MrBeast would use during his illegal lottery, where he would convince kids that they had a high chance of winning something by saying stuff like, oh no, we're losing so much money, we're giving away too much stuff, when in reality he was barely giving anything.
I don't know who this is, but you just got a pair of AirPods. Oh my gosh, we're not making money. Guys, we need to stop giving everyone something.
Eventually, the former employee decides that it's just too much. He doesn't care about the guilt tripping anymore, and he calls it quits. And it's only after the former employee quit that MrBeast understood that the conditions, the borderline torture that he put his former employee through, could get MrBeast in legal trouble. So of course, MrBeast, being a cartoon villain, had to make sure the former employee would keep his mouth shut.
But Jimmy had he was sitting in the chair turned around like an evil villain. Swear to God, everyone was looking at me and he was like Lex Luthor over there. He turns around, he stands up. Yeah, your mental health's the most important thing. Just want to make sure you're okay. And the last thing we want you to do is... I can almost hear the word Sue come out of his mouth. The S, he just stopped right before it got out. He does the exact same thing when he's pretending to have a human connection. You know when you're watching a video and he's like, oh, stop, you're gonna make me cry. And he touches his eye or whatever as if he's crying. He's just...
Yo! The craziest part is that I actually know exactly what he's talking about. Look at this video from MrBeast.
Can you hear me talking now?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wait, he can hear me.
I'm gonna cry.
You're telling me this is scripted?
I'm gonna cry.
I'm just imagining Jimmy saying, ooh, we gotta make this scene emotional. Let me grab this piece of tissue from my pocket that I was planning to use on my Mr. Meat, and let me pretend to cry for more engagement. According to the former employee, MrBeast never cared about the people he would give money to. In fact, MrBeast would bust a peanut when the people he would give money to would cry. He'd say to his employees stuff like, oh, when he was crying? That was so good. That was such a good reaction for the video. We might get more views from it. This person should have cried a little bit more. Man, it's like some sociopathic stuff. MrBeast, when the homeless person he gave money to was so shocked and happy that he got a heart attack. Now that's the perfect facial expression. You guys know this, but I've always had the opinion that it doesn't matter why a YouTuber is doing what they're doing. If they're doing a good thing for selfish purposes, that's fine. I mean, the homeless guy still got 10K, right? However, the fact that all of these sociopathic tendencies are piling up makes me more inclined to believe that all of the allegations against MrBeast might just be truthful.
If I donate to charity, people can't say I'm shitty. If I give this homeless guy 10K, what do you mean I'm a bad guy? Oh, hey, you're crying. That's so good for camera. I'm so glad if you're crying because you're so thankful that you got XYZ, And then you go, oh, I'm so glad he needed it that bad so I could come in and, oh, can you cry more? Oh, it's so good for the camera if you could, oh, it made me uncomfortable that I was working there.
I'm sure you guys remember that clip with the pizza guy.
I'll be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah.
It's like, no, your genuine reaction, that's not good enough. I want you to redo your crying, redo your shock face. Like, it's like MrBeast is so fake that he's turning genuine moments into fake moments. Now, here's the thing. Remember Chris Tyson? Chris Tyson was supposed to be that one-time PDF file scandal within the MrBeast team, right? But according to DocPack, Chris Tyson is allegedly not a one-time thing. Not only is DocPack teasing in his part 3 series that there are more PDF files within MrBeast team.
Also, I know MrBeast's secret CEO has been practically like harassing my people on, hey, what's in part 2? What will be in part 3? So you don't have to harass my people. It will be about serious allegations of sexual misconduct in the company and your direct involvement in covering up those crimes. And I'll make sure to give you full credit and plaster your face all over the screen when we talk about that.
But the Timu cop literally reveals that there was an actual PDF file who is on an actual PDF file registry, and he used to be a manager high-ranking member for the MrBeast team. And you won't believe it, because that PDF file is on the registry for doing something sus to someone who's between the age of 1 to 11 years old.
Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything, who worked there. From what I hear, I can't confirm or deny, from what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people. And they knew that. And he's working at a channel that has underage people on and around and is targeted to underage people. And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started. He's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? And that your face can be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender? With a physical mask? Like, do I have to... Is it more on the nose, or...?
The Chris Tyson scandal is one thing, but the fact that there are multiple PDF files, allegedly, in the MrBeast team, and an actual PDF file who was hired, who's on the registry, you can't make this up. But of course, like DocPack said, MrBeast's defense is probably going to be, I didn't know that this guy was in the PDF file registry. Just like MrBeast's defense with Chris Tyson is, I was just made aware that Chris Tyson, someone who I've been friends with for 15 years, someone who I literally saw put up a lollipop picture of a 10-year-old kid. But don't worry, he also didn't know about Chris Tyson. It seems like MrBeast doesn't know about a lot of things when it comes to PDF files. It just keeps looking worse for MrBeast, guys. I'm not gonna lie. MrBeast's reputation is going down the drain. MrBeast might still thrive long term and might still get hundreds of millions of views, but his brand as we know it, of being that one selfless, genuine guy, might just be finished.